does have a little bit of crackles in it, not real bad, like a little bit of noise from it, which, hey, that's expected. It isn't bothering me loud or nothing like that, and I'm sure it might wear in. Let's try to see how it works with doing on the fly, opening it. That ain't too bad while you're riding. That was easy. See how easy that popped open? Now, I'm going to stop real quick because I want to talk about that opening mechanism on it. So when I first got it, it was very hard to latch. But now you see it just pops in there real easy, pops out real easy. We also need to test ride and see how that works out with a little bit of air coming through. But all I did to this was take a little bit of silicone and took a towel and just wiped it, let me show you with it open. Wiped it in here, and that made this just slide no problem. So that's something you guys might want to do yourself. Now, I did make a huge mistake. Let me get off and talk about that. These knobbies I put on wrong. So when you get it, let me see if I can get into there because the sun's really bright. When you get it, there we go. You're gonna see a big hole on one, and then you're gonna see a little hole on the other side. So they give you 4 of them because one's for up here. Well, this is the big hole side, so that's why this one is going this way. But the little hole side is what goes in the shock. And my shock was originally like leaning like this because I put the bracket on wrong. And then I put it on right. So then I went to switch it around. I went to try to switch this one around, and you can see, I don't know if you can see it, I have all these circle scratches on it because one of the bolts got stripped, and that's not Kemi Moto's fault. That's my fault installing it. I stripped one of them, but good for Kemi Moto, they gave you extras. So once I took the time to get it off, after I scratched it all up because I was spinning a wrench around, I got it on right. So the scratches are for me, but I did Google, and this might help people. If you remember old shop class when you were like, if you're as old as I am, when you took like woods and plastics, you can buy a buffing wheel with like chalk you put on the buffing wheel, and it should buff that out. I'm gonna try that, and maybe I'll let you guys know how that works out, because that'll work everywhere on your windshield. If you ever get a scratch, you can just go buff it out. So I'm gonna try that. Even though it's not very bad, I'm gonna try to buff it out. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. It obviously, my wife, I took it out for a night ride at the house. She loves not having the wind in your face, especially if it's gonna be cold. And even out here right now this morning, it's still in the 70s. Sorry about that. Still in the 70s, and you open that glass up, you can feel the wind on it. But let's try it with the half thing on it. Sorry, it's just easier for me to do that because I'm holding the camera, but there's the half on it. I can feel kind of some air coming through it for sure. Now, one thing I did notice, but it's not hitting you directly, is up here, there's also wind that comes up through the top and like vents across the top of your roof, which is nice. So you're still getting some kind of airflow. It's just not hitting you directly in the face, which is what you don't want on it. But yeah, to have that, I'm missing the road here. To have that quick on the fly, where you can just grab it, which I'm all bumpy right now, but grab it, see, and close it back up. That's nice. That is really nice. Now, one thing, since we're on a bumpy road, let's open it all the way up. I wanted to see how bad it would bounce if it was open all the way. Would it like try to like close on you? And go. it stays open pretty dang good. Tell you what, especially with this bumpy road. I was worried about up here if it would, like, I don't know if you can see it, if it would hit the roof. It's like got like 1.5 inches on it. It doesn't look like it's wanting to bounce up and hit the roof. And this feels right now with it open like you don't have a windshield on. So if you guys are wanting something where you can ride and be like, oh man, it's hot inside of here, I need to have that windshield open. That is for sure nice to have, where you can just open it all the way up and have it that way. You know, but right now there's like a lot of bugs out here flying, so you can just grab it, close it as you're riding, and that wind is gone. So for sure, an investment to make if you guys haven't got one yet and need to buy one. I'll put the link again on this video also in the description, so you guys can go buy one. I know they're $3.99 right now. Buy them before they get more expensive. Definitely worth the money. This bar beats Super ATV because they don't have that bar. It makes it more stable. Super ATVs is no thicker than this one is, so if you don't have this bar, that thing is going to be really flimsy on top. Just something to talk to you guys about. I hate to slam their brand, but Kemi Moto would be the way to go, buddy. That's my recommendation. That's my opinion, of course, but that's what I would do. I'd buy this one for sure. So everybody, thanks for coming along. You know, maybe I'll show you guys what it looks like open too, because opened all the way up before I say goodbye on it. So that's what it looks like opened up on it. Show you the half on it. And you guys see how much just putting that silicone on this thing, you guys probably saw my first video, that just made the difference with popping that and closing it. Just a little bit of silicone, and that's it. A little bit of grease, something just makes that thing just pop open and close easy, and it still holds it tight. So like always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep the powder dry, and we'll see you on the next one.